slept through with everyone. Well, just to get him in the movie.
But well, so not all the stormtroopers, not everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Carrie, and I'm an alcoholic. Oh, sorry, wrong group. Well, actually, maybe not. Whenever I start to talk, Harrison gets nervous. Really should stop getting so nervous because it turns out I have a terrible memory, which should relax a lot of people in this room.
Harrison Ford, you reveal in your book, after 40 years? Is that right?
40 years I thought I'd wait.
Okay, so you reveal that you were having an affair with Harrison Ford.
I was.
You say it. So how did that stay a secret for 40 years?
I was good at that, wasn't I?
You sure were.
I told other stuff to distract people. So they would never figure it out. No, and no one thought it was happening at the time. I don't even know if he did. But, no, he did.
Yeah.
I remember.
My father was a man named Eddie Fisher, and they were best friends with Elizabeth Taylor and her husband at the time, Mike Todd. Mike Todd tragically passed away in a plane accident, and my father consoled Elizabeth with his penis. My daughter, I asked her what embarrassed her about me the most. She said not wearing a bra.
Really?
So
do you not wear a bra normally?
Do any girls, women, do you like
yes,
wearing
they wear bras.
Hold on a second. Do you like wearing them? No. And what about this? Do you like wearing these? Thank you.
What was the hardest part of the film for you?
I think probably the carbon freezing chamber, which it says freezing, but it's actually very hot. It was about 100 degrees, and I'd sort of embrace Chewbacca, the Wookiee, and after about 2 hours and a lot of heat like that, he doesn't smell so nice. It was in so many films where you'd get the dialogue and you couldn't say it. I mean, you could sort of, we used to say to George Lucas, you can type this, but you cannot say. It'll take a couple of minutes for the Navicomputer to calculate the coordinates. So there was, in self-defense.
I thought that was very good.
Thank you.
I think he
took 20 takes.
Okay.
But, so I used to think up other things too. Harrison always changed his dialogue too, so they really wouldn't let me until the second film. And then they didn't really want the princess to be that funny, especially when I was in the iron bathing suit.
Daisy, did you get advice?
Carrie, go on. What did you tell me?
I said not to go through the crew like wildfire. I also told her not to take any advice from me. Which is really good advice.
It was, yeah, good advice.
That chick, the new girl who plays my mother, Queen Armadillo, or whatever her name is, she wears a new hairstyle and outfit practically every time she walks through a door. I mean, I bet she even got to wear a bra, even though you told me I couldn't, because there was no underwear in space. And they would watch the films with such rapt attention, like they were receiving instruction for something very important to them. And so they never, during the whole Star Wars film, which is not a film that requires a lot of concentration, even though, I mean, maybe, yes it does. Yes it does. Certain kind of, but they would watch it like it was, they were sitting under an interesting tanning machine.
You have your drink of choice there, which is Coke. You drink a lot of Coke, and it's a whole lot. How many do you have a day?
Maybe 16, but I don't drink all of them. I start them, but then it starts to get warm. And then you have to get another one.
Right. So.
But Harrison, Han Solo.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. That's probably all we need to say. That moment. How? Why? Why would they do that to us? Why would they do that to the general? Your son, not going to say anything, but what a dick. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you're going to have to ask yourself questions there. Maybe you raised him wrong.
Yeah.
Little Hitler.
Yeah. That's going to be turned into an internet gif, because I have quite the look.
Saw Harrison on the set of Star Wars. He had that icon energy. I was 19 and he was 63. The guy is not just a pretty face. He majored in philosophy in college, and he would quote philosophers in interviews. I think Nietzsche had Harrison in mind when he said, Stille Nacht, heilige Nacht, alle schläft. Well, maybe not alle schläft, but the Stille Nacht, absolutely, definitely.
I went into a store one day, and this boy said, are you, Princess Leia? Yes. He said, I thought about you every day from when I was 12 to when I was 22. And I said, every day? And he said, well, 4 times a day.
Oh, what?
See, you have that to look forward to. And she does.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Han Solo, and I'm an alcoholic. I'm an alcoholic because George Lucas ruined my life. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. 57 years ago, I did his little Star Wars film, a cult film that then went on to redefine what they laughingly refer to as the face of cinema. And now, 65 years later, people are still asking me if I knew it was going to be that big of a hit. Yes, I knew. We all knew. The only one who didn't know was George. We kept it from him because we wanted to see what his face looked like when it changed expression. How did this happen?
Carrie, I'm sorry.
Martin, I took you to the store. You saw me buy the dress. You
Yes.
knew I was going to wear it to the Academy Awards. You knew this was a special occasion for me. You knew I wanted to look particularly distinctive.
Carrie, you have hundreds of dresses. I have 4. Whose house is this?
Carrie Fisher. And she's a little crazy, so get ready to run.
And she showed up, and we learned that Carrie and James Earl Jones have never met in real life, because in Star Wars, James was in a sound booth doing Darth Vader and had never been to the set.
And we had a very, little scene that was, we had to bounce off each other.
It's not funny anymore, James!
Then why am I laughing?
As they were approaching each other, Carrie said, Dad! Which was hilarious because Darth is her father in Star Wars, so.
It was sweet. It was fun to get to meet her.